Miss Jazz here. It is day 7 of the Final Bibliothon, and I wanted to do the day 7 challenge because I love makeup challenges, and it is a makeup challenge for today. So we basically have to do a makeup look that is based on something bookish, and usually I would recreate a character or something. I've done a few things like that with makeup on this channel in the past, but I thought I would do something a little bit different today and actually recreate elements of a book cover on my face and see what that's like. Today I have chosen to recreate the book cover of the book 5 Feet Apart for 2 reasons. It was the first book that I completed this year, so I thought, yeah, let's do 5 Feet Apart for that reason, but also it does have the most beautiful book cover. Got like this cool blue aesthetic with these coral shades going on. It has these little stars up here, and of course the flowers and all those things. As with the last time I did makeup on camera for Biannual Bibliothon, I am going to do a book tag. I've chosen to redo the rapid fire book tag because I think some of my answers for that tag are different, and it's just more fun for me to like answer questions and have something to talk with you about on camera if I do a tag while doing my makeup. We're gonna start with my ridiculous priming routine that I do. I use the Airbrush Away primer by number 7, also this green BB cream by L'Oreal, and then I put this Spotlight primer that is from Physicians Formula under my eyes. The first question is ebook or physical book. I used to say ebook because it used to be like a lot easier for me to resize the font for some of my like ADD, dyspraxic, somewhat dyslexic kind of moments that I have going on with my learning things. However, I don't know, in the last couple of years, ebook format has not really worked for me because something about the light behind the screen of e-readers, and also just, I don't know, my focus, and also that I have this weird thing where I have to look back at the pages all the time. Like, know how many pages I've read thing has kept me from wanting to do the ebook thing. I'm definitely going to say that I prefer to read the physical book. Paperback are hardcover all the way, y'all peeps. I like to reread a lot, and I also like to collect books and like fun editions of books, so it just works better for me to do that in hardcover. I use 2 number 7 makeups. I just like mix them together. So I use the Lift and Illuminate one, and I use the Beautifully Matte one. This one's full of coverage, so it covers more. This one's just got a nice serum in it. Online or in-store book shopping. Probably online. It's just easier for me, and also because I like to get things in hardcover, it's a lot easier to find things in hardcover if you buy them online. Trilogies or series. So I prefer that series don't go over 4 books, so definitely trilogies over series for sure. Foundation is done. Next question is heroes or villains. I'm gonna go heroes. I like a good morally gray, like interesting character, but I feel like it's harder to do. For concealer, just using some more number 7 brand. This one's called Radiant Glow. I don't know what color it's in, but it's lighter than my skin tone so that my dark circles don't look horrible. The book you want everyone to read. I always say The Outsiders because I don't know. I just think it's a short book. It's easy to read. It talks about some really good topics, and I think the writing is really cool. Contouring with this Sculpt and Go thing by Jordana, which I'm almost out of, but we're gonna contour anyway. Recommend an underrated book. I'm gonna go with a book that I'm planning to reread soon and go with Claire de Lune by Cassandra Golds. This is it's a middle grade book, and it is about a girl that's a ballerina. She doesn't have the ability to speak because of like a magic reason, and she basically dances so that she can communicate, and she also is friends with a ballet dancing mouse, and it's super cool and cute and has some really cool like magical realism sort of elements that I think people would find enjoyable. Now I'm going to set it with the number 7 powder. What was the last book that you read? The last book that I completed was volume 5 of Pretty Guardian Sailor Moon, so it was that manga. I'm using this MARC face and eye palette thing. So I really want to play up the pink situation in the book cover, so I'm going to do a crazy thing with my blush, which is kind of like almost an 80s sort of style of doing blush. So I'm going to really put a lot on, and also what I'm going to do is really kind of go high almost up into my eye with the blush. Speaking of pink, it kind of plays into the next question, which is the last book that you bought. And the last book that I received in the mail and purchased was the 50th anniversary edition of Valley of the Dolls. It has a lot of pink on it. It has pink on the cover. It also has like sprayed pink edges. I'd show you, but I'm doing makeup right now. For highlighter, I'm using the top bit right here of this Physicians Formula palette here. I'm hoping to kind of get like these golds and these like a little bit of this pink, maybe some of the whites, because those are sort of the colors that are in the book cover. Weirdest thing you've used as a bookmark. I don't typically use weird things as bookmarks. If I don't have a bookmark, I just remember the page, or I do this fabulous thing where I just flip the book over on its front. Whoa, that might be a little too much highlighter on my nose, but like I said, it's not a wearable look anyway. My favorite part, the eye thing. So I'm using this Revlon eye primer, and I'm using this Brow Drama from Maybelline, and then I'm going to primarily use these two palettes from Maybelline that are Lemonade Craze and Soda Pop. Used books, yes or no? I love getting used books. I often buy books at library book sales if I want to try new books. Sometimes I get used books off of Amazon. If, you know, it's cheaper to get it used, I'll get it used. Top 3 favorite genres. Now this one's hard for me because I like to read a lot of genres, but I guess I'll say fantasy, hard-hitting like contemporary or like coming of age contemporary, and even though I don't read it very often, I do love a good steampunk book. Just don't read a lot of steampunk books, but when I do, I get really excited. But really, honestly, guys, I love any genre. I should have put a transition kind of thing in because it's not blending as well as I would like. Actually, I'm going to kind of also kind of come back over this with a little bit of the sweet tea because I just kind of want to give a little depth to it, and also I think that it's going to blend this pink a little better. So we're gonna do a brownish color here, and then we'll come back and do more pink. There we go. I'm gonna use Old Fashioned and kind of do it on the outside. For my brow, I'm gonna use this very white kind of shade in this other palette so that it's really a nice little highlight situation to go with the white in the book cover, if you will. A little bit of this glittery cover topper stuff. I'm going to use this blue raspberry under my eye right here. Also going to mix it with this shade of blue from this Everlasting color, Real Colors Everlasting, just to kind of, I don't know, make it closer to the blue color on the book cover. A white liner pencil and put that in my waterline. Really getting crazy. All right, back to questions. Next is borrow or buy books. If you're talking about borrowing from libraries, I like to do both. I like to borrow books from libraries, and I also like to buy books. It actually just depends on the book, because some books I know are going to take me a really long time to read, and I'd just rather buy those. Some I just want to try out and see if I like them, and then I just want to check those out at the libraries. Characters or plot? Characters all the way. Long or short books? I like both. But I guess if I had to choose, I guess I'd go with short books because I'm a slow reader. So now I'm going to do like a top liner situation. I'm actually not going to use eyeliner because I want to do a really big blue like wing thing. And I thought it would be like more cool to not do it with liquid liner. I'm actually going to use like this Wet n Wild like Halloween makeup paint palette thing for it. They're kind of really huge, but that was the goal because, you know, I'm kind of trying to interpret like this section of the book cover. I'm going to kind of go over it with the same blue in here just to kind of like, I don't know, make it more like cohesive with the bottom line. Long or short chapters? I am a short chapters girl for sure. I just feel like you progress through the book more weirdly when it's short chapters, which is so strange because obviously a book that's long is a book that's long, but for some reason I can complete it faster when it has short chapters. Name the first 3 books you can think of. Okay, obviously 5 Feet Apart, It, and Neverwhere. I want to look super blue and get the blue sort of moment of the book cover in this. So I'm actually going to contour with this blue eyeshadow right here, and then it's going to have kind of some kind of background for like the star element that I'm going to put on my face. Ooh, this question is a good question. Books that make you laugh or cry. I like books that make me laugh. I don't cry very often in books, and so I think that's probably why. Now, lately, like this year, crying at books all the time. That's because I'm reading books like 5 Feet Apart and like Me Before You and stuff this year. And if those don't make you cry, I don't know what does. I'm going to do a little of this with a smaller brush because I just want the cheeks a little darker. Crazy, but cool. I'm going to set this with some facial mist. I use this Walgreens brand because it has, you know, cucumber and rose water and all sorts of fun stuff. Our world or fictional worlds? I like fictional worlds. They're just more fun. Audiobooks, yes or no? I'm going to go with yes. I love a good audiobook. My eyes get tired sometimes, so audiobooks help a lot with that situation. I use Physicians Formula mascara. I'm gonna just mascara my eyes. I'm not going to put eyelashes or anything fun on, even though this is a crazy look, because I'm too lazy and I haven't done eyelashes in so long. So yeah. Do you judge a book by its cover? I don't really, because I don't really feel like it says whether the book is gonna be good or not. It might kind of capture your interest. I've definitely never bought a book solely for the cover. Although I was tempted with the book cover I'm really recreating, but I checked it out at the library first and made sure I liked it, and then I bought it. I'm going to take this white NYX eyeliner and do some little white dots for like the stars on the book cover and kind of do some white freckles. Book to movie or book to TV adaptations. I am for sure a book to TV adaptation sort of person. The reason for that is, of course, more time. But the second sort of reason for that is that I find that when things are changed in a book to TV adaptation, it bothers me a lot less, because obviously they kind of have to change things to make it last like several seasons. Movies, if they make a lot of changes, it tends to make me just really irritated. I don't mind like changes if they're absolutely needed. Like, some things just don't work on screen, and I totally understand why you would need to change them. But sometimes it just bothers me, and it never really seems to bug me on the TV show situation, unless the TV show itself is just not really well put together or something like that. But I'm speaking like a good TV adaptation. But really, my true answer would be a miniseries. Miniseries are bomb. They are the ideal. I like me a good miniseries. This book cover kind of has all these kind of, you know, this lovely sort of sparkly titleness. It has, of course, these beautiful flowers, and I wanted to figure out how to make flowers kind of be part of the aesthetic and not just do a color situation with the look. So I found all these sparkly flowers in my craftness, and I'm going to use eyelash glue to stick them to my face and do a really cool thing. So I'm going to pull out some pink ones, but before I do that, I'm going to answer the last two questions, because this is the last element that I have to do other than lipstick. A movie or TV show you preferred to the book. Now, I have to say, I guess I'm going to say Outlander. I haven't finished the Outlander book, but I started the TV show. I'm like on season 2 of the TV show, and then I tried to start the book, and the writing style just like didn't flip me over. Like, it wasn't like inspiring me, so I decided that I just preferred the TV show, and I was gonna just not read the book. Not to say that I won't ever read the book, because it doesn't seem bad. It just doesn't strike my interest right now. Last question is series or standalones, and I for sure prefer standalones. Like, I love me a standalone, y'all. I love a series too, but standalones for me is where it's at. I'm just using this Kiss adhesive eyelash glue. And all I have left to do is the lipsticks. I'm going to use this Physicians Formula Murmuru butter. I don't know. It's like in this cool like corally pink shade, but these are kind of very lip glossy, lip balmy, and lipsticky all at once. They're like a nice collection of all three things, and I don't want to go crazy with my lip color because the face is crazy, you know what I mean? But it should give me that nice coral tone. So this is my 5 feet apart makeup look. I think it's really pretty. I only did flowers on this side because I wanted this side to be the blue hair to represent, you know, all the shades represented on the book cover. And I think it's really, really super cool. I hope you guys think it's cool, and I hope you guys enjoyed watching me recreate a book cover on my face. And I hope you guys also think it's a really cool makeup look, because I think it's super cool. So that is it for day 7's makeup challenge. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you're having a great time reading. Do all the fun YouTube-y stuff below, such as commenting, sharing, like, subscribe, all that cool stuff. If you feel led, no pressure though. And thank you for watching, my fabulous peeps. I will see you all soon.